Good morning, everyone. It is really early here. It's like I don't even want to raise my voice yet. I don't know if the people downstairs are even awake. Um, had a little nudge to come on and do an ancestor reading, but I've been playing with my shamanic. What the heck's the name of the deck? Shamanic medicine deck, and so it was on my table, and it said, "Let's do a reading." And it called out to the animal spirit deck and another ancestor deck. So um, I pulled the animal cards first off camera because, well, the, the book is on a PDF, so I like to go and I really read into what it is. And I think it's very interesting, the cards that came out for humanity. And I can say I am witnessing this. It might not look it to, in a lot of circumstances right now. But when we look back over the last 4 years, we can certainly see a lot has been going on. Before I get into the cards, I want to just say thank you for being here. Welcome in. Grab a cup of coffee. Never know how long my videos are going to be. My name's Mary Jo, and you are at Divine Messenger 717, and it's a pleasure to have you here. So thank you. So, yeah, collective energy. And look at them, just looking right at each other. Both of these cards mean waking up. Here, there's density, it's heaviness, it's, something, humanity being asleep for a really long time. And then this is about waking up to the curiosity of life, having the third eye awakening and opening up, you wake up to this curiosity of what is all of this about? What is life? What is the higher self? What is divinity? Who or what is God to me? You start questioning life, questioning the truths that you've believed all your life, whether they're, and then most likely discovering that majority of them are not true. So this is where humanity is, and I love how they're both just looking right at each other, ready to do this, ready to encapsulate all that there is individually and as a whole, So I thought that was pretty freaking cool, in my opinion. Just wanted to know, or do you want to save this for the last? Save this for the last. Okay. Okay, I'm just following Spirit's guidance here. Let's get some messages from the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. Trying to be really quiet, and I know my voice is low. I know someone out there might say something. But it's okay. I even went outside to try to just feel into the energies, and I was like, no, I want to be back inside. There was still this desire to hermit away, to protect my energy, even though the neighborhood is, just waking up. There's this energy, this feeling of just wanting to protect my energy. I mean, it was nice out. It's not humid yet. It's gonna go up there today, so it's another blistering hot day. Not taking all of those. Let's see. All right. Calling in the guides and guardians of unconditional love and light. Calling in all ancestors. Let's talk to Chief White Calf. I have a feeling Chief White Calf and I are going to be doing some channelings coming up soon. Chief White Calf, if you're not familiar, I know I've mentioned it very seldom here though, is me from another lifetime. And got to meet him in a past life hypnosis, and I didn't want to leave. It was home, certainly home. So, but I have a feeling that we will be collaborating, he and I, or me and me, at some point in time. Root of water. This is the Page of Cups. Highly sensitive, it says here. The number 28 cards with 10. Could be an ending and or a beginning of a new emotional cycle. Feeling like you're in between, you're like maybe just waking up and rubbing the sand out of your eyes, or the sleep out of your eyes, you know what I mean? Haven't really gotten your footing, gotten your bearing yet. And whatever realm you're waking up into. And I've been mentioning, you know, I've said it before, I've been mentioning this year about how we are going to have multiple waves of spontaneous awakenings where people are going to go to bed one night and wake up totally different, knowing that they're different but not quite having their footing, and knowing what's different about them, just knowing that, you know, the people around them don't fit anymore, the environment doesn't fit, the, you know, watching the news or hearing what's going on in the world, just it doesn't fill them up anymore. And this is what's going on, is humanity is waking up to what doesn't fill their soul, and it's about frickin' time, I gotta say. We have the Monarch Victorious. Can kind of read this in a couple ways. It is the Chariot energy, but the Monarch, I can read it as the Emperor energy as well. Or, no, that would be the Patriarch, wouldn't it? Definitely Chariot energy. But I'm almost getting, this one Sphinx is looking at this other one with a very mischievous, deviant, that's why that came out, look. So there's a message here of step wisely, move wisely, listen to your higher self. And here we've got the Deviant, chaos and destruction. This is the Tower energy in this deck. And then they've got the Altar of Earth, limitless prosperity. This is another 10 card. It's a 37. This is the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. Noticing that the characters are all feminine energy. And it kind of builds in strength. Strength being empowerment. You know, we've got the sensitivity of the opening up ourselves to give to others, and to allow ourselves to receive. Then there's a little more confidence here, maybe a little air of arrogance. I don't know why I'm picking that up from this deck. But I am. So when we, you know, of course, if you've awakened, had your initial awakening, you know that, first of all, we have multiple levels of our awakening as we go along this ascension journey. But in the beginning, there is this energy of Spirit's bringing it through, of being too big for our britches, thinking there is this arrogance about, there can be this arrogance about us. Like, yeah, I know this, especially if you have your abilities all opening up at once. It's like, yeah, you can see the visions, and you know, you knew that was going to happen, so you make sure you point it out. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. That's the energy I'm picking up from this Victorious card. And Spirit says, nah, we can't have any of that. It needs to be broken down into, I love how they're both sevens too, 16 and 7. I don't know, to me, this is blurry to me, so I apologize if it is to you. I'm having my eyes upgraded right now through Spirit, the upgrades and downloads we've been receiving. So my vision, even with my trifocals on, is quite blurry. Plus I haven't cleaned my glasses yet this morning. But, so I do apologize if it is blurry. But, there is a breaking down of for some that are in that camp of the arrogance when they first wake up. And I'm not saying everybody goes through that, but I've seen it, and to be honest, I've experienced that a little bit in my own awakening early on. This was before I even knew I had an awakening. So my awakening was 2012. This was, younger, when I was having my visions, and kind of thought that there was one moment there where I thought it was pretty special, and then I must have been somebody quite amazing. Well, I am, but it it was the way I looked at myself back then. It did. There was this arrogance, righteousness, I think is the word Spirit wants me to use there. But there is, I know I'm not above anybody for sure. But I'm just getting that. So you've got the ones out there who are awakening and discovering, boy, I'm really an empath. I'm really sensitive to, the moon cycles. I'm sensitive to the energies you may be picking up on. You may be picking up on other people's energies, the arrogance and the chaos going on within them, the ego going on in them. But something settles down. Yeah, you got the one camp there. This camp is just trying to ground themselves and embody what they're discovering about themselves. This camp might be the other end of the spectrum here of just running rampant. I'm getting God complex here with these two cards. Again, if you've been swimming in the spiritual community for a hot minute, you've seen it yourself, right? I've seen many pages on Facebook get taken down because of that God complex. I've got a list of people on my blocked list on Facebook that are that, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just it wasn't for me to swim in, and a few of them have been. So this is okay. So those that are coming, those that are saying, follow me, I'm right, you're wrong energy, they're going to be knocked off their horse. They're definitely going to be knocked off their horse. So let's get some more energies before I keep going there. Just clarify each of these, please, Spirit. Page of water here. Altar of air, clarity. Ace of Swords. We have had helicopters. I think they're looking for somebody. Yesterday, I thought they were going to land in my backyard. They probably would have if the tree wasn't in the way. But man, they're low. I don't know if you can hear it if you've got headphones on, but there's another one. So they did this quadrant yesterday, and they're doing the next, like, couple blocks over. Don't know who they're looking for. Well, that one's coming close. That's low. Holy cow. That just gave me chills. Let's take a look at this chariot energy, please. Ooh, that was a nice catch. The unknown, the enigma. And I will read that one out of the book. It is a 44. There are 3 cards, 42, 43, and 44 in this deck that are extra cards. It's like they're like next level. Talk to me about this tower. Why is this here? What's breaking down or what's being moved out of the way? Got 2 cards. Queen of Cups, emotional self-care, and the Chiefess. Strength tested. It's a strength card in the traditional tarot. Well, we've got the Page of Cups into the Queen of Cups. So there's a progression there. Resolve, resilience, growing your intuition. And the altar of birth, please, Spirit. We're all learning as well our manifestation, how to manifest and how to hone that craft too. Certainly you cannot be trying to manifest from a place of arrogance. Altar of water, Ace of Cups. So we've got 3 aces on the table here. 3 aces. Which one's missing? Ace of Wands. Altar of fire. See where that is. Oh, there it is. Between Mother God and Father of Air, King of Swords. I love the altar of fire. It's called good juju. So good things are coming. Once you've got the clarity, it's Mother God. This is about, you know, connecting with your divinity. Miracles in motion. So there is, you know, there's learning, there's curiosity coming in here. You know, discovering who we are. Even if you've had your awakening already, you know, you're probably leveling up. And it's just bringing in a lot of like I said before, you know, waking up to these truths, you know, these truths that you've always thought some things were true, and then you're discovering they're not true, and things that you were told were a lie, or, you know, you learned were a lie, were actually true. It's like it's just like you're just being flipped on your head here. I'm hearing. And discovering that there's also a middle ground. There's no, you know, me against you kind of energy. It's we are all one, realizing that truth. And yeah, it could leave you quite sensitive to the energies, quite sensitive to noise, to conversations, to, you know, large crowds, or even just walking into a room when nobody's there, that somebody else, you know, was there, just picking up the energies and just really feeling that, because that's what I felt this morning. Spirit just, they they didn't want me outside. They needed me to be inside because I was picking up too much. So then we've got the Chariot here with this Enigma card. And this Enigma is the unknown, still trying to control everything. The answers you seek are unknowable at this time, or the divine is not ready to give you the full picture right now. Nothing is certain. This is about trusting the unknown. The unknown calls us to step into a world of infinite avenues, and that's where we're being taken here with this Chariot. We're taken and being taken into the unknown, into something that we've never experienced before. New Earth, you know, in this incarnation, we have not experienced it. We've experienced it in other incarnations. Especially if you have Egyptian, or it's not what I wanted to say, but that just came out of my mouth, so it's not a mistake. Atlantean and Lemurian energies, ties to that lineage. But we've all been in different dimensions and timelines and ancestral paths. And this is also coming through, saying that loved ones, some of your ancestors may be coming through to bring you answers. They are loving and protecting you on a soul level. We know all of our ancestors. Put your hands over your heart and feel into their guidance and affirm, just for today, I know that I am safe. So the medicine here with the unknown card is something is out of alignment with your nervous system, and you will reject it. If something is out of alignment with your nervous system, you will reject it. So there you go. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I feel like this is a heads up, because we're about to be even more uncomfortable than we've been. If this is resonating with you. But the collective, we're not done. You know, I've been saying, especially in the United States, but it's happening all over the world, that some unrest is going to come out for all to see this summer. And just get comfortable with not knowing what's going to happen. We're moving in the right direction here. This is also, you know, like I said, seeing, how do they put that? If something is out of alignment with your nervous system, you will reject it. This is all the truths that you've been discovering might be leaving you a little bit vulnerable right now, a little bit tender, but you're moving into a much better place. We're all moving into a much better world. A world filled with abundance and joy and love and acceptance and equality. You know, people say, well, I'll never see that in my lifetime. Well, I believe we will. I believe we will. And I believe even those who have gone before us, they've seen it. Maybe they not even recognized it because they weren't aware and awake to this truth it's always there. It's always, you know, underlying, because it's in the quantum fields already. This tower is breaking down for personal reasons, where we haven't been taking care of ourselves, where we haven't been seeing our own power and our own abilities to love and to be loved, and breaking down all the lies that we were told about. You know, maybe you've been told, Frigid. Just playing with my charger cord. Frigid. She's very spunky today. You know, where we were told that we weren't worthy of love. This is about breaking all of those barriers down and seeing that we are love. It's not about being lovable or, anything like that. We are love. So therefore we are lovable. We are deserving of love. And Spirit is going to make sure that we know that. I do want one card on the altar of earth and the altar of water. Let's bridge that, please, Spirit. Thank you. Give me a bridging card here. So structures are being not brought down, belief systems being brought down, broken down through the awakening of the third eye, seeing things clearly, having epiphanies as well, maybe having visions and dreams, aha moments. One card. Thank you. Mother God, miracles of motion. She came out before and there she is again. Yep. This is just, it's seeing your own divinity and seeing the divinity in others. I love that this deck has a Mother God and a Father God, because that's what I pray to. Because it's an energy, and when I need a mother energy, more nurturing and caring and compassionate, I'm more guided toward Mother God. When I need more direction and guidance for the embodiment and the physicality, sometimes it's more of a Father God. But it's all connected. We're all, it doesn't matter what you call God. It doesn't matter what your culture is or your ethnicity is or where you live. God is source. Source is source. God is God. It's just is. Let me see what this deck says about this, if there's anything additional. All things are possible. Trust your inner voice. Nurturing, love, support. This is about balancing your yin energy, your feminine energy. I was talking earlier about the feminine energy. I know there's masculine energy in this deck. It's all feminine energy here. There is a figure on this tower. See if there's anything else I can see. But the back is turned to me. They've got long braided hair, so it could be masculine, could be feminine, or could be just the beautiful balance between the two, right? But other than that, it's all feminine energy on this table. So the feminine energy having another awakening, the rise of the feminine energy. We just came out of the energy of I say energy a lot, don't I? The energy of the new moon in Cancer, which is very feminine, nurturing energy. That's the Mother God energy here. It's about self-care, taking care of your emotions, nurturing your emotions in a realm of chaos and destruction right now. So much is being broken down. This is about keeping your center, being comfortable with the unknown. I'm getting a little bit of Uranus energy here with the Enigma. I've been reading a lot about Uranus lately in my own chart. So check where Uranus is in your chart, and that might be where, and what house it's in. That might be where you're experiencing a little bit of voidiness, the unknown. But just remember, the unknown has so much potential. It can grow anything. All things are possible. All things are possible. I feel like this is about the embodiment of the risen divine feminine energies. In all of us, not just females, not just if you resonate with being a divine feminine energy. This is all. This is any gender, any sexual orientation, any of it. It's what your dominant energy, whatever your dominant energy is. And in fact, Spirit's saying there's going to be a time when we stop saying that we are either feminine or masculine. We are all that. Are you feminine? Yes. Are you masculine? Yes. No matter what your outer appearance is, that's an old belief system and pattern that's being demolished, Spirit is saying, and it's having a hard time being broken down because there are some that don't wish to acknowledge that they're, here it is, they don't wish to acknowledge that in others. But the truth of the matter is they don't wish to see that within themselves. They haven't reconciled that within themselves, but they will if it's part of their soul's path. And if they're noticing, if you resonate with what I'm saying, then it's part of your soul's path to recognize yourself as both feminine and masculine energy, both divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Again, a lot of feminine energy here. So there's a rise in the feminine energy for sure, because Ace of Pentacles, the altar of earth, is feminine. Pentacles is feminine energy. Ace of Cups, feminine energy. The only masculine energy I've got on the table is the sword. Sword is a masculine energy. Could take the Tower as a masculine energy. Is that Pluto destruction? We do have Pluto retrograde right now. So check where Pluto is in your chart. See what area of your life is being, well, you probably already know what area of your life is being shaken up right now, but it'll give you an indication of how to work with the energies if you know what house and maybe what degree and what other planets are aligned with that Pluto energy. Pluto and Uranus. I don't know why they're coming up, but they're coming up. So the collective is undergoing a rise and awakening of more of the feminine power, feminine energy. And when I say power, it's more about the empowerment, awakening of the psychic abilities, the intuitive gifts, and creativity. Whatever's being broken down for you or shaken up in your personal life, how can you use your feminine creativity to build a firmer foundation? So many of us are being tested about whether we're ready for the next step. And you know that because whatever's being shaken up has been something that's been shaken up before, and you're like, I thought I dealt with that. I thought I cleared that karmic pattern. I thought I broke down that mindset. Whatever is coming back around for you, it's just coming around to say, hey, have you really cleared all of this? Let's dig a little deeper. Let's make sure we sweep all the dust up, and we don't move forward into the new beginnings that we've got coming, the new abundance, the new overflow of love and abundance and prosperity. Let's make sure we clean everything up first. Clean everything up in our emotional field, in our mental field. Believe that everything is possible. Clean up wherever you don't believe that. Cleaning up where we don't believe in miracles, where we don't believe in the magic of life. You know, unicorn, how can you not believe in magic when the unicorn comes out, right? That's something we've all, you know, there are people that have experienced unicorns. There are people who say, well, they don't exist, it's a myth, they're a mythological creature. Well, then, but how do you know? How do you know? I know I've had a lifetime where I've experienced unicorns. So for me, they're not a mythological creature. They're a very mystical creature. But how do you know? If you've not seen one yourself, you can't honestly say they don't exist. But you can say, well, I don't know because I've not seen one, right? Shift in perspective. Shift in the clarity. Shift in what you're telling yourself. Shift in the perspective. Definitely being shaken up right now. Everything's being shaken up. Everything. Our finances, our thought patterns, our belief systems, everything. But we're waking up. And it's time for a lot of people who have maybe resisted this. It's going to be real. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be. So Spirit's advice really simply is just sit in it and not enjoy it. Is just get comfortable there. Nah, don't get comfortable there. That's not how I want to say it. Just, you know, just sit in it and find what it has for you. What is it offering you? What can you glean from it? Use it. Nothing's a waste of time here. Nothing's a waste of energy here. We're done with that. Be comfortable with the unknown. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know what's coming. You don't have to know why something is happening. It will tell you. Your soul knows already the answers that you're seeking. So just sit. Whatever the energy is holding for you right now, just sit in it. Be present in that. Hand on your heart. And just feel into that. Hand on your heart. Just be present. You have the ability, when you tap into your feminine energy, male or female, to be a very steady, solid, anchored, balanced, grounded entity amongst all of this chaos. That is what's going to build your resilience, your strength. We're being gifted a lot of beautiful things here. New beginnings, 3 aces on the table. And 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. All right, final card here. See, you never know how long this video is going to go. Always grab a cup of coffee when you sit down to watch my videos. Or a cup of tea. Or a stiff drink, which I don't. Whatever you need. To each his own. Got my coffee sitting next to me. Final card. It's the best guidance or the insight you can give us. Leave us with your spirit. Ooh, I've not ever seen this card in a reading. Air, creativity, feminine energy. Look at that. Well, we can't deny that the feminine energy is on the rise. It's not that she's been sleeping, it's just that she's been undergoing some upgrades, and she's needed to hold some space as the divine masculine energy, the masculine in all of us, rises the last couple years. Let's take a look at this. Read a little bit. The winds of change billow as air fills your wings and directs your journey. Work with this medicine through meditation and connection with the astral world. The power of air sweeps through your imagination, gracing you with fresh ideas and awakening your creative juices. Disregard doubts about your ability, as your fears will blow you off course. Instead, breathe in inspiration. Stand firmly in the eye of the storm. Seriously. You can't make it up. Stand firmly in the eye of the storm. In your feminine power. And know that your ideas and visions are valid. When you truly get creative, a gateway to real magic opens and beckons you to a world you have been longing to discover. Call upon air to assist you with all aspects of ingenuity. Paint, draw, write, dance, and be free as the creative spirits of air fuel your imagination, encouraging you to make wishes and to dream big. You are being urged at this time to take your head out of the clouds and leap into action, so that air can usher you in all that is needed for you to fly towards your goals. I love that, the take your head out of the clouds to leap into action. That's the balance, the centered balance between the masculine and feminine energies, right? Masculine is the one that takes action. Feminine is the creative force behind it. This is a time of fertility as air blows you towards new beginnings. Throw caution to the wind and watch as your visions manifest into reality. Element of air is vital for our survival, for without it we would all perish. Think of that. Breathing in the lungs, air in the breath. Work with the element of air to still the mind. Meditate daily. This is the perfect time to begin new projects. Trust the images you see in your mind. Get creative. Go into nature. Listen to the wind. Take long, hilly walks. Parachute or skydive. Take a risk and follow your dreams. I know National Skydiving Day is July 13th. So you've got the funds. Go sign up to skydive on the 13th. I know a lot of people in my area are doing it. This deck has a little four-phrase poem. Air speaks. It says, "Upon the breeze, whispers talk. Parachute, skydive, hilly walk. Air fuels the mind, brings clarity, enhancing creativity." So we do have a lot of this on the table here. Enigma can even be a little, I'm hearing airy fairy, taking your heads out of the clouds. So, need I say more? The rise of the divine feminine in all of us. Thank you, ancestors, for this reading. I appreciate this message. Divine feminine coming back online to fuel all of us forward into what's coming. The abundance, the love, the clarity, the truth. I'm going to leave it there. Have yourself an amazing day. Thank you for joining me. As always, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.